So when you're forcing yourself to lose 30 pounds in a month, it's just ridiculous. Because for you to get to being overweight took you months, probably years to get there. I got a question for you. Are you a person that lacks discipline? What is discipline for you anyway? It's following something despite of everything that becomes a nuisance for you. Any situation like, you don't give yourself an excuse not to do it because you have the discipline to actually do things and fulfill what you actually sought to actually do in the initial. So in this episode, we're going to talk about getting that discipline to push you over to the next level. You ready? Let's go. So getting the discipline that you always wanted to apply for yourself requires you to choose a specific goal in mind. Discipline starts with having a goal that you set for yourself that you actually want to follow. Let's say you want to become 30 pounds lighter. So you set a goal that, for example, your weight is 180 and you want to become 150. You set a specific goal for yourself, not just, I want to lose weight. Like, okay, I lost 2 pounds. I lost weight. Is that really your goal? It's not. But then when you say you want to lose 30 pounds and you want to maintain that weight that you get, then that's a specific goal that you have in mind. Plus the fact that you put a deadline for yourself. Like in 6 months' time, I'll be 150 pounds from 180. So it's clearly defined in how you're going to actually do it. Because if you have a plan to actually achieve losing 30 pounds, you need to do 50 push-ups, 5 minutes doing a high intensity type of workout, type of thing, or running, anything that will help you lose weight and cutting down on your carbohydrates and stuff. A lot of things. I'm not an expert when it comes to fitness, but I know how I could maintain my weight at the same time, right? So you want to begin by just choosing one goal that you want to focus on to develop that self-discipline. Remember that when you start small, that's the best way to develop the self-discipline that you want. Kasi you want to give a specific goal for you, pero you just want to show up first. Like, yung sabi ko before in one of my videos is that when you want to start doing something, you want to do it gradually. I tell one of my students to do 100 push-ups. He's not going to do 100 push-ups if he's never done once. And I just said, just do one. Can you do one every day for just 7 days? I can do that. And now that he's done 7 in a week, can you do 2? I can do that, but it has to be consistent. So you give yourself small goals and small goals. Like I give yung isang student ko just to show up. All I did for him was tell him to just show up in the gym. Magbihis ka, naka-shorts ka na, naka-shirt ka, and just go there for 5 minutes. And then after 5 minutes, he's always there for like 5 minutes every day, 5 times a week. And then after that, regardless kung may gawin siya o wala, he'll be there. Na-figure out niya na parang, teka, nandito na ako eh. Bakit hindi ko pa dagdagan? Kunyari, why don't I start going to the treadmill for 5 minutes and then after 5 minutes, alis na ako. Okay, then it became 10 minutes and that 10 minutes become 15. Next thing you know, he's been working out for 45 minutes. Doesn't know it because the first thing you need to do is just show up. That's the really important part. Like one of my trainers before in the gym, he noticed that pag meron siyang client and he goes hard on the first day, most often than not, that client does not show up again. Because ang sakit na ng katawan niya, sobrang hirap, tapos sobrang military type approach siya. Hindi na nagpapakita kasi ang sakit na ng katawan, hindi na niya kaya because the body's not used to something hard like that. But when you do something really light at first, something that makes it fun for them, they come to show up again and again and again and again. Pero it has to be gradual. The same thing for you. It's like this. If someone told you na you have to stop smoking, and to some people, pag nag-cold turkey ka, it doesn't work for them. Yeah, when you suddenly start smoking, it's giving you relapse, something like that. It's like taking drugs. When you suddenly stop taking drugs, it's coming out of you. Your body goes into a convulsion and stuff like that. So it's not applicable to anyone. To everyone, I say. Some people, it's not that easy to do. Sa iba, it actually gives them fears or parang lalo sila natetense. I noticed that whenever I tell someone to tell them na to stop smoking, it gives them more of a feeling of kaba. Parang mas, hindi ko ata kaya. Parang, hindi ready pa yung katawan ko. Parang, I'll do it pero not now. Hindi ko kaya. Parang kinakabahan sila. They get nervous. They end up smoking more. Because when you're nervous, you want to smoke, right? When you're a smoker, when you're tense or, you have the anxiety or stress, you want to smoke to just release. Because it's actually just breathing. When you're smoking, you're breathing. Right? So when you take a hit and then you have that dopamine feeling that, it's a sense of relaxation, it goes with your breathing. That's why on your smartwatch, it will tell you to do breathing. It's like meditation. We actually breathe. Humihinga tayo. But the thing is, we're not breathing. Breathing is different from just breathing. Like, normal. It's second motion from us. Right? Like, we know how to breathe. But taking time to do a 1 minute type of breathing wherein you're Holding it and listening it, again, that's a different thing. And doing it 6 times, that's a total of 1 minute breathing. So it's a different sense of feeling for you. So what I'm trying to say here is that you want to start small first, because you can't reach your ultimate goal. When you choose your goal, you can't go to it right away, and you can't expect yourself to achieve it. It's not even natural for you to lose 10 pounds in a day or in a week. That's just not healthy. The best way to really lose weight is to lose 2 actual pounds a month at most. Doctors say that you can only lose 1 to 2 pounds at most every month. So when you're forcing yourself to lose 30 pounds in a month, it's just ridiculous. Because for you to get to being overweight took you months, probably years to get there. All the amount of food that you took in, and then you expect everything that you gain in 3 years to be gone in 3 months. It's not healthy. It's just not healthy. That's why when that happened to me, when I gained so much weight because of bodybuilding, it just wasn't sustainable for me, because my bones could not sustain me going from a small 168 pounds to 216 pounds in a matter of 6 months. And that's how I got injured in 2015. So I went from 168 to 216 pounds, not fats, but it was muscle. And remember, muscles are heavier than fat. It's just not possible. So you have to do it really gradual. So choose a goal that you can stick to, because you see the end goal in mind. That's an end goal. But to get there, what are you doing every day to actually get there? So question of the day, what is your goal? What is your primary goal? And why do you want to achieve it? For some, there's a certain reason. Each of our goals should be unique. It can't be that your friend's goal should be your goal also. It's not your goal, it's someone else's goal. So I want to know in the comment section, let me know, what is your primary and exact goal that you want to achieve, whether it be mental, physical, emotional, or even financial, right? If it's financial, if you say you want to be rich, then how specific and when? Right? It has to be a smart goal. I talked about that in one of my blogs before, that a goal has to be smart. It has to be specific and time-bound as well. So that's it. What is your primary goal? Let me know.